The market starts to pull back as expected. Is it game over or game on for the bulls? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that the market should be pulling back in a wave B on the S&P as well as a wave 4 on the NASDAQ, and that's exactly what we saw as the market dropped about 1% into our support zone. Now the question is, can the bulls hold support? I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so the market continues to follow our path. They broke out higher than we said we should be pulling back, and that's what we're seeing. So let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the daily chart for the S&P 500, and I've zoomed out a little bit to talk about macro counts because, in all honesty, that's what really matters in Elliott Wave. The micro counts are great. They kind of give us an idea of how we're going to get from A to B or 1 to 2 or whatever it is, but the macro counts are what make things happen and are the targets that we're really watching overall, and they're the most accurate part of Elliott Wave. So back here, when we were coming down in this red bar after red bar into 3,500, I said we should be bottoming, and I had this green ABC on the chart back in October, and I haven't really moved them. I mean, I adjusted it over so that it was underneath the exact low, but these targets that I put on here, this 4,200 target and this 3,800 target and this 4,300 target, have not changed since then, and Elliott continues to deliver as we get the A wave up and then the running flat for B, and now we're in the middle of this C wave up towards 4,300, and the market has continued to follow that pattern regardless of economic situations, regardless of the Fed, regardless of CPI, regardless of inflation, regardless of anything you want to throw out there. The market's climbed 700 plus points since that time in the face of all of that wall of worry. And the reason is market dynamics. I talk about it all the time. You can't have buyers without sellers, and you can't have sellers without buyers. They sold it down a long way off the all-time highs here, and they needed to bring it back up so they could sell some more. I'm actually more bearish than most, but for the last 6-7 months, I have had a bullish bias because we're on an 800-point rally. So what other bias would you have? So as we look at this ABC playing out, we are in the last stages of it, as we did break back over this A wave high, the August highs that we talked about. We did break back over that, okay? And now we would expect this pullback to hold 41.25 would really be, 24 would really be where we want to hold that area. We have lots of support here on the daily chart. You can see all these bars here where my mouse is. So we have this whole support area, and that is also the 618 retrace of the move up. And then we would expect one more push up towards the 4340 or so area, which is the 1236, which is generally the fib you expect to hit on a diagonal. The C wave hits usually the 1236 of A and B, which is right in our wheelhouse at 4340, which is where we have this B wave high all the way back from October 12th. So we are looking for support to hold on this move down. They went down about 1%, but it does look corrective in nature overall, and we would look for them to hold over the next couple days. 4124 again, ideal. 4100 is really where we need them to hold overall. If they break 4100, that's a warning to the bulls that they may have topped out here, and that was all of the move up. So overall, to make this quick and easy, we're looking to hold support between 4100 and 4124, with 4124 to 40 being more ideal. And then we're looking for a push up, a 5-wave push in C to hit that 4340 target. However, there is a bigger C wave down here. Can't see it because it's too far down. But if they are done moving up and this is over, the circle B is over, then we would start circle C, which I'll scrunch down the screen here, which again has been here since October. And what we would expect to see is a 5-wave move down, okay? So you get a 5-wave move and then a bounce and then the big wave 3 and then 4 and 5. Into that 26 to 3,000 area, 2,600 to 3,000 area, with 3,800 being the real barrier of truth. If the bulls can hold 3,800 after the move up and then come back and take out whatever high we make on this move up, then it's very likely we're heading to all-time highs. However, if they cannot hold 3,800, and that's my expectation based on the overall structure of this move off the lows, then we would be heading down toward 3,000 or so on the S&P 500. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, again, if you go back and look at my video on 1012, I put this B wave up here at about 14. It's actually at 15,000. It's a little higher than we anticipated overall. Looking for the 14.4 range now, so this B wave can move down just a little bit based on overall structure. But again, we did this back in October when everybody's calling for 2,000 on the S&P and 9,000 on the NASDAQ, and here we are back up here in the 14,000 range, looking to finish off this move up that we talked about over 6 months ago, and that's the power of Elliott Wave. So overall, they did pull back as expected. We can see a direct move into the 13,531 area, which is the 1.0 extension, which is where you would expect this wave 4 to hold. I would actually expect it to hold up around 13,600 based on the 382. Because it did push over the 1618 just a little bit. And then you'd look for wave 5 up toward the 14,060, but I'm actually going to say 14,000 close to 400 range because that is the 618 retrace of the move off the highs, and that's where we would expect to hit in a general B wave. And then we'd look for a monster C wave down from there. And on the NASDAQ, that would be around the 9,000 region to the bottom side where we take out the October lows and move down below that. So big picture update today in that sense of we wanted to see the daily chart. We wanted to see how it worked out and the targets we put on there back in October and what we're expecting over the next couple weeks or so, probably for this to play out completely. As we could tell from April, the market does or can grind for a little bit, but overall, that's what we would expect. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you're looking for real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it and become part of the trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. We just started our training program. We have our Elliott Wave 4 beginners course. You can see all the videos here on how I set up my chart, how I use these tools, how I do all of the different things, teach and use Elliott Wave, and it is included in both memberships. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as the training you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you huge multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade. It's so unique. Something you kind of have to see to understand. And that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. Okay, key takeaways for today. We're expecting this pullback to hold the 41.25 to 40 region. Again, they can come down as low as 4,100, but below that is a warning to the bulls. And then we would look for a move higher up toward the 4,300 area and a 5-wave push over the next couple weeks. On the NASDAQ, same type of deal. We would look for them to come down to the 13,500 to 13,600 area. Below 13,531 is a warning to the bulls. And then if they hold support, we would expect them to push up toward the 14,400 area. Guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.